is when he was known as GGG and he was playing for Keen Gaming. Even when he was playing with Serenity, this was always the hero where I was like, all right, I like their chances a lot more just because he's on this hero. This is probably one of his best heroes in my mind.
Certainly, I've got a lot of good memories about that as well. But just in general, this Monkey King is going to have a pretty free lane, and Monkey King is the counter to PL this game. He's probably going to go into Maelstrom, maybe even a Battle Fury if he feels really greedy, and he is going to be Secret's answer to that. Him having free farm is good news for Secret, obviously. They just want to go and win the lane. Bot lane should be pretty easy for Secret, and mid lane also should be damn easy for them.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
That's 10 magic
Taken out by Ollie.
It's looking spicy. Pretty important kill there. Like a magic stick in that lane.
Not a good feeling to lose that stick.
Yeah, 200 gold. Gonna get the charges, obviously.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh,
is that
also gone.
Stun out? Going down as Kaka's courier drops. Is that stick, like losing that stick, a big lane-changing drop there? It's not like the longest time that that's going to be out of his hands, but it's a significant amount of time where he's not getting charges and maybe not having anything to reliably back up on.
I would say it depends on the lane. This lane, not really. Like Phoenix fell out like 40 seconds.
Oh, Weaver just dropping down here. JT getting first blood on MATUMBAMAN. They're going to try and trade on the Kaka. Kaka, though, he pops his stick to get the stun out on a Puppey. He gets the automatic shield off. This should explode and blow up Kaka, but it doesn't feel like more, well, any damage, really.
Kaka
like drop, but JT gets a double kill.
Doesn't go through the fog, the shield. Was very well done by JT. Wait a little bit, and he auto attacked just as Kaka went to the fog, and then he popped it, resulting in just a double kill for nothing. I didn't expect this Weaver lane to lose, to be honest. Weaver at bad is a very strong lane. Giving up 2 kills here is going to be pretty bad.
And they're constantly fighting in these trees, which I think that's an advantage JT at times. If you're going to fight in the trees, you're basically guaranteeing that he lands a spear. If he's got the help from the Lion, that could be a problem. Actually TPing over towards mid, the balance strike, perfect timing to prevent potentially maybe an Earth Spike and a Hex to follow. So needed that timing. They do refill the bottle. That's why he's there, but they could have gotten something if the balance strike was not the money.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, he just went really aggro to get the Jingu stacks, of course, and then life teach with his Boundless. Perfect job by Nisha there. And PL is getting pressured quite a bit. He picked it into a pretty tough matchup, like Phantom Lancer against Beastmaster is not the worst, but because the Shadow Shaman is there hitting so hard, it is quite a tough matchup for the fan. And of course, Phoenix plus 5 is not the greatest lane support either.
We've seen Ali on that hero a couple of times. It's actually, I like it better when it's on Kaka all but he has certainly shown a lot of talent with this Lion, and I just don't
bottom tower is under
keep that
attack.
up at the moment.
I agree. I'm not the biggest fan of plus 5 Phoenix in general. I like the plus 4 much more. Farm priority just makes increase in the mid game here.
Earth Spike as well as the spear, but they've got the Aphotic Shield, but MATUMBAMAN able to survive the onslaught that comes in from
invisibility.
But you can see the combos that set themselves up. Not too careful. Might lose yourself a Weaver once again.
Lanes are going fantastically for Radiant here. 20 CS Monkey, 18, 17 the side lanes. But IG not too far behind. And Secret really needs to come out with a somewhat decent DT out of this early game.
See if they can rely on JT. I've said this a couple of times already to
5G.
So we'll see if he can set it up, if be the guy that they can rely on this game, what his build will be. We've seen a lot of blinks come out from these Mars, get that Blink Arena Spear, and got the follow-up from Kaka there, the combination with the Arena as well as the Supernova, so there's a lot here in terms of team fight and control for IG. Kaka, I think he just drops if he's not careful.
He's got a big stick, he has nothing to worry about.
Two thought about going for it, and there was the stick being used, but he let the squirrel thrown his way. The lose Puppey. They've got the Hex onto the MATUMBAMAN with the Aether and locking him up even longer. Kaka now chased and killed off by the Weaver. They at least get something out of this as he's trying to run away.
Yeah, Kaka playing with food a little bit. The food fights back. A little bit overzealous here by Kaka. Give freebie to MATUMBAMAN. Okay, like sometimes you just need to feed, you know, to remind yourself, stay grounded. This is a worthwhile lesson, I'm sure. Yep, I am killable. I'm just a lion. I'm the heart. Rotation is
going top, and let's see if they can find a stun. Yes, they can. They've got the Earth Spike on the edge, and they should find it on YapzOr. So flyfly gets a kill. This is leaving JT alone, but I don't think this is really a lane that by himself he should drop it unless there's a rotation from someone else over for Secret.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't die, but he's gonna get harassed out of the creep wave quite a bit by this Weaver Abaddon. Yeah, we'll have to see if Puppey, you know, is gonna make Abaddon work, because so far, I've only really been impressed with Lanham playing that hero. A lot of people tried to play it in this tournament, it just never really felt
Radiant
as
structures
impactful.
are fortified.
Right. Icarus lands, they've got the Earth Spike to follow it up. Icarus dive coming through with the Hex. They have the control, they'll get the kill on Nisha, take out the Monkey King, and the rotations again this game from IG are on the money. Game 1 they were perfect, and in Game 2 they continue to work that way. 5-1 in favor of IG. They may not be CSing as well as Secret, but they're moving around the map and making their lanes pretty hard.
Yeah, and this kill is gonna give Void a chance to catch up on net worth. Monkey King really wants to dominate this lane. Just being 500 gold ahead is really not what you're looking for when you're the Monkey King.
They've got double damage on Emo, and they're looking for an Aether Remnant. Oh, it's on the Monkey King! They're going to once again, he just got back alive! Atlas Strike is out, spots the Jingu, but the double damage is not going to be enough here for Emo. They get the kill onto the Void Spirit, and they might even turn this on a flyfly. Had the control for a moment, but it didn't last long enough, and now they're trying to turn this around onto the Phantom Lancer. He is in so much trouble. One shot from dead, and Nisha comes away on top. That is a big mistake from IG.
Yeah, and well calculated by Nisha too. Like, he survived with like 150 health. Caught him off of corrosion that he just picked up in base. Wonderful pickup. Puppey. Oh, he got the courier through. Double kill.
Got the courier with the God's Reveal.
Get out.
That's what about.
Shoving it right in his face. Well done, and JT sitting comfortably at the top of the net worth here. Flyfly again. If you
Really going
so bad for him. You can't do.
A proc, he can't go anywhere. He's gone.
Dire's top tower
That is
is
so
under
bad
attack.
for him. Dying back to back on your win condition. That must feel
Dire's
terrible.
structures are fortified.
Now no TP to go to any lane. The walk of shame is real.
Radiant's
Oh, yeah.
bottom
And
tower is under
the wave
attack.
now is heavily
Dire's top
pressed on the
tower
back
is
of
under
JT.
attack.
He's having the best game so
Dire's
far
top
for
tower
them,
is
and
falling.
he needs to continue to do so. They've got the stun, they'll have the Aether Remnant, they lock up Puppey, but there's the time Aurora. The Hex comes out from Beast Bats with the Aether Shock being used here onto Emo. They've got the Shackle, they'll have the control, they'll get the kill on the Void Spirit. IG just playing their hand a little bit too early, and with the rotations from Secret, they're able to absorb the onslaught from IG and come out ahead.
Yeah, Secret is outplaying them right now. They're just outspeeding them, outmaneuvering them, and IG doesn't really seem to be able to
Dire's
deal with that
middle
just
tower
yet.
is under
They
attack.
keep diving towers when they should,
Radiant's bottom
and
tower
Secret's just
is
too
under
fast right
attack.
now. Ollie very low.
Ollie.
Easy bound.
Have that hawk, they have the vision, they get the kill.
And they get the mid tower as well. Shaman was
Dire's
dropped, mid
middle
tower
tower
gone,
has
top
fallen.
tower gone. Map for your Weaver,
Radiant's
and Monkey
bottom
King wide
tower
open.
is under attack.
And we actually see him go for
Dire's
Radiant.
structures
I spoke
are
about
fortified.
Maelstrom as well as Battle Fury, but Radiant is a pretty damn good answer as well. Getting a little bit of that burning.
Oh no, flyfly. He needs to be careful. He cannot die again. I mean,
Radiant's
the map is
bottom
already
tower is
getting
under
pretty
attack.
tight for him. This is really just, it's really turned on its head for IG.
Yeah, and they don't really have much tower damage. At least
Radiant's
JT is
bottom
uncontested,
tower
gets
is
the one
falling.
tower, itemizing into Yule. But Phantom Lancer is getting very pressured. He'll start or he'll have to start moving towards the bottom side of the map.
Restore the
Triangle, come the bottom lane.
to my house.
Dire's middle
JT,
tower
A
is under
strike,
attack.
and now proccing the Jingu. This is all to get a bounty rune, and now he's trying to bottle sip and stay alive.
Twice the
He
best
breaks
of
the trees. So all of a sudden he's got a stun. This is a spear under the tower. Nobody able to rotate though to help out. That could have been a massive play. And Zai is getting a kill on the Kaka while all this is happening. I mean, he's in the triangle getting a solo kill. IG just not reacting there, and it cost him.
Yeah, easy with the raw. I've never really ended.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't he soak it in?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You have my thanks. Double damage!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Excellent.
You know, this Phantom Ranger looked really scary, but this Monkey last pick really made me believe in the Secret's craft here. He almost has his Aggron Scepter. Well, I say almost. One piece of it. But once that's online, PL is gonna be quite scared of this Monkey.
Great, they've got the vision
Radiant's
that
bottom
they need.
tower.
Starting this off, and we'll strike going after the bullet trade. They should be able to get a kill here on Evo. They'll start it off now with Arena coming out from JT. He's already proc. Wukongs is down, and I use that Arena just to leave. And well, this is a tier 2 that's most likely going to fall. YapzOr looking for his opportunity with that Aether Lens to maybe find a Hex into a Shackle from a distance.
That is exactly what they did. Set up some kills with the Boundless into Roar. Shadow Shaman is still there to offer additional disable as well. Another Boundless, but nothing will come of it. Shaman Ward's dropped for the tower.
Serpent Ward's a little bit further back.
Yep. Well protected.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Guess it's still lagging.
Yeah, I think they're laughing because they know that they're lagging. It's a little bit
Dire's
tough for
middle
them to
tower
play at the
has
moment.
fallen.
I'm not certain on that, but if a ha-ha's getting all chatted, that's just my assumption.
It sucks, but sometimes you just gotta deal with the circumstances. That's life. Gotta keep positive. Gotta keep doing what you're doing. And now Secret with a 5k gold lead. And they open up the map a lot. Only 1 to 2 power remaining.
Yeah.
Quite tough for IG. Find any sort of good fight or farm, really.
They're trying to just take the right fight, and that's maybe going to come off the timing of this Aegis expiring.
Radiant's
There's
middle
still
tower is under
80
attack.
seconds remaining on it, so we'll see what they can do to pressure the tier 1 tower mid, which is money in the bank for IG if they can grab it. MATUMBAMAN coming over for a second with a Shikuchi. Doppelganger used by
Radiant's
just
middle
setting up.
tower has
Hades'
fallen.
secret move in. Got him slowly down, and look at the damage on the flyfly. They've got the rules up there. Is this Weaver? They've got Aether right in, but then on strike comes through on the mark as well. The Wolf Finger moves up. Again, they get the gun of MATUMBAMAN. Yes, they can. They take it on the Weaver, but they look over now, and Emo, who gets away with the Astral Step. Shackle was out onto Ollie. Ollie trying to get away, but he's got the Supernova available, and he'll use it. So the turnaround comes out from IG. They're going to look over the Abaddon. He's got the Abaddon shield on him. Puppey will try to TP out, but the air spike lands on the Beastmaster. Astral Step back to his unlucky as well as the Beastmaster. They should be able to get kill on his side, and they will finish offside. They will go over now, and Nisha, who's locked up, killed off. That's only the first life, though, as they'll focus their attention onto YapzOr, who doesn't have any mana to really save him. So they've got Aether Remnant. They have the lockdown. They'll get the second kill. 4 heroes down to the side of Secret, and that is IG coming out on top, and they'll cut that lead from 5k to 2.
Yeah, it feels like as though they should not have won this fight. Like, all the heroes on IG were virtually on 20% health. They just didn't manage to finish anyone off, and then PL with the diffuser blade coming in clutch, cutting the backline down to nothing. Like, he dealt so much damage that fight, and Secret just didn't have the answer to deal with him after he ran out of the Wukong's command, and just kind of ignored the Monkey King. Weaver dying this early on is a big problem for them. Now the lead is down to pretty much even.
Yeah.
Alright, Phantom Lancer suddenly 2,000 gold ahead of the Monkey King. Wow.
Yeah, he really got a lot coming his way in terms of gold. And it was JT there with the Arena that worked out real well. They had the control as the Aether Remnant landed onto the Weaver, the finger to finish him off. Like, that was really well done by IG in the fighting as they've got the Supernova available, which ended up going IG's way, of course, as they've just got that continued control from Kaka. He's making their lives on a living hell.
It's really bad news here for Secret. Flyfly on a good way to hard. Puppey playing with them, getting out. Watch this hardest online on Phantom Lancer. I don't know how they kill him. He's gonna be sitting at a good 100 HP per second region, and they don't have the constant damage to really bring him down unless he's isolated by himself. Set up on the Monkey King potentially. If he jumps onto this creep wave, he's dead. You gotta be patient, Nisha. Patient, young one, and he is. Good
Yeah,
call by him.
he's not gonna jump just yet.
Maybe he wants to cut the next wave. Oh, he has to be so careful he doesn't get seen here. Play
Thinking
with
about
fire.
keeping
Body's
up
fine.
with the Void Spirit, yeah. Could get burned if you're not too careful.
But good job of just keeping himself safe. And this is the problem when you go for this greedy item though. On Monkey, Battle Fury, as well as Agram Scepter. When you have another carry on your team, like the Weaver. Because you won't have the BKB, you won't be able to frontline for your team. It's gonna be an issue.
Man's moving forward. They want to go after this Phantom Lancer. The Earth Spike comes in, but that's only going to hit under neck throw creep, as well as a 4. Flyfly goes into the Doppelganger. He starts throwing with the BKB being popped here by MATUMBAMAN. This is an early BKB, which might work in IG's favor if they want to turn this one around. Have a Blink Dagger for the Mars, so he can't close the gap and jump in, maybe get an arena. Just duels and not looking with that mobility of the Blink.
Yeah, going straight to the BKB, just choosing to be more survivable in team fights. Perhaps thinking they don't really need the initiation because they got Emo to do that for them. So it's just itemizing into damage as well as survivability. I quite like that call, because if you over-itemize into initiation and you can't stay in the fight, then what's the point of initiating? Phantom Lancer?
Right.
Now
Dire's
1,000 gold away from
top tower
hard,
is under
and this is
attack.
really the power spike they were looking for here. Like, that's the territory where Phantom Lancer becomes unstoppable. We have seen so many games in the DPC where this timing hits and the game suddenly just feels completely over.
Radiant
This is
are
the
scanning.
timing that the panel talked about. Heart timing, and it's coming up soon. It proved to be a big issue for Secret. And I want to say, Emo, he's kind of caught up to at least the Beastmaster. He was behind all 3 cores. JT's kind of kept up. He's still 2K behind the next one. Although I will say, JT's kind of just doing his job here. And see what his next item ends up being, as he's looking for the Desolator, so trying to output some more. It won't go to the Blink Dagger. We'll see how much that...
I think I like the call quite a bit, because again, Void Spirit is one of the best initiators in the game. They have Lion as well, who's only 500 away from a Blink. So the itemization makes a lot of sense. Just output the damage, give your initiated information by being able to run in with that BKB. Perfect item for this. Hard.
Goes over the area for the Aether Remnant. They'll look over at MATUMBAMAN. Enough lockdown, nobody there to help.
I just wanted to scare him, potentially pop a BKB, but he didn't fall for it. And this is just before the hard finishes where they're going into this Roshan pit. He got it now, he's making his way over. Might be a bit too slow though.
Got 4 heroes over towards mid.
They're gonna smoke
They
ASAP.
have the fastest Roche. They don't have the Serpent Wards down on it.
It's gonna fall. They didn't smoke up in time. They don't even know, I think.
Yeah, they're not even going for it, actually.
Well, now they do.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
Illusion is just not in time. They're not going to be able to figure it out. Maybe they fight coming out of the Roche pit. That would be a risky maneuver, as they've just gotten the heart. Fighting into the Aegis is not ill-advised completely, but a risk certainly.
It would have been, I think, a very rough team fight for Secret if IG was to fight over there. He has no BKB on Monkey King, and Phantom Lancer, of course, his finish is hard, but you get away with it, putting them into a pretty comfortable position here.
Secret can really take advantage of having this Aegis. They did a good sneaking that out of the hands of IG. Really well done to get into the pit. Seeing it all, and thinking about going into the Wukong's command. He feints it twice. Let's strike. That's only going to land on the GT. They'll lose their chance. The Arthur throws down the Arena. They'll look over at the Supernova over to the side. The finger's going to be thrown out on Monkey King. Nisha trying to fight this JT with the KB. Supernova never gets off. They get the kill on Ollie. They'll take out JT 2 years down to the side of IG on the backline zone. The Phantom Lancer, who's trying to get the Shadow Shaman. He'll get low. Flyfly gets the kill on the YapzOr. And now he'll look over at the rest of the team. Can he do enough? Emo's here to help him. The Aether and they'll lock him before. And they'll get the kill onto Nisha. They'll take the first life out of the hands of the Monkey King. They've got the side of thing with the axe picked up by Emo. They'll use that top left for MATUMBAMAN. I'm not sure if he's confident enough to fight. They hit the balance strike on Emo, but continuing fight though is Flyfly. They're stopping here. The Illusion's going after the side of Secret. They've got the Aether and they'll walk upside. They'll eat the cheese. Still surviving. Wukong's used and out of the circle they'll go. But are they going to continue the pace on the side of Secret? They've got the Eels on of MATUMBAMAN and again the Doppelganger looking at the faces of Secret. They've got the right hook down from Nisha. He survived so many times, but he won't survive this time, it looks like, but he's still fighting Flyfly. They've got 3 heroes going after the Phantom Lancer, who's Doppelganger once again.
Their
It's all
bad is
full of the
killing
focus
him.
on the Phantom Lancer. They've given up going after Emo, but Kaka comes back to the fight. They win here.
by Kaka too, and they've got to go back into the frame. They're landing in the kill. Nisha rolls over flyfly, who's still low on health from MATUMBAMAN. Big hex up by Kaka. They'll get the kill. The Weaver, they look over. Defenders will. Puppey's got the ball aside top and trying to TP out. They get the kill on the Zion. Look over Puppey, who's being taken out of the TP. Stunned up again. Killed off and gone. IG somehow, someway, they come out ahead.
This Phantom Lancer is just ridiculous. I don't know how much health we had throughout this entire fight, but it feels like 10,000, maybe even more. We
Radiant's
just kept
bottom
standing
tower
there,
is under
tanking, until all the IG heroes respawned ultimately and got back into the fight. This is exactly what we spoke about when we say hard timing on Phantom Lancer. Perfect example once again why they're so
Dire's
strong, and now they're
structures
knocking on the high
are
ground. 20 seconds, no buybacks.
Should I drop the shield?
Stand and trade with
Radiant's
all the
bottom tower
heroes
is
of
under
Secret, and they
attack.
can't get the kill onto the Phantom Lancer. The hard timing
Radiant's
is
bottom
real,
tower has
and they
fallen.
will go on to go for the racks. 3K lead for IG, and things falling apart
Radiant's
at the seams for
bottom
Secret
barracks
in
are
a
under
fight that
attack.
looked to go their way. They got 2 kills early. They took out JT real quick in that one.
Radiant's bottom
It just wasn't enough.
has fallen.
I can't believe IG is
Radiant's top tower
2-0
is under
Secret,
attack.
my tournament favorite. I thought Secret was gonna take top 1. And IG might just be blowing them out of the tournament here.
Oh, Psychic Headband, that's going to be big there
Radiant's
for
middle
Kaka.
tower is under attack.
Having that extra cast range is just going to make Secret's lives a living hell. I mean, you saw in that last fight, once Kaka walked his way back into the fight, he had the Earth Spice, he had the hexes that were there necessary for IG to win the fight.
But also the Mind Blast is really good against the Monkey King. Usually you stand on the edge of your ult, you get
Radiant's
Mind Blasted right away,
is
you're
under
gone.
attack.
You're going to go after the Monkey King. Sunray right on top and fast. Just simply to hold the finger, and he's like, oh,
Nisha, they'll take him out. Bar runs in top by Puppey. They're going to Icarus dive in.
I don't think they need to use that supernova just yet. They've got the heroes up into the air. Puppey trying to run. He is locked down, killed off, and gone. They've got the super wards around onto JT. The supernova's going to be on the high ground. JT will survive with BKB popping the gun. Zion crashed away, but he's dashed up, and now he's got nowhere else to run, nowhere else to hide. They're going to get the kill on the side. There's nowhere else for him to go, and he's going to die again. But MATUMBAMAN, he's got the
Radiant's
BKB, and
middle
he's trying to
tower
chase
is
his
under
Weaver.
attack.
He just can't keep up. He's out of steps.
Nisha must be regretting it so much now, not going into the BKB, but going for the greedier route to the Aghanim Scepter. Every fight he's just getting absolutely
Radiant's
obliterated
middle
by the
tower
Phantom
has
Lancer,
fallen.
as well as Lion combination. And now they're going for the next side of Rex. What do they have to stop them? Beastmaster has a buyback?
Not looking like much.
Mr. God, maybe to delay the push? But this is going to be
Radiant's
enough at
middle
this
tower
point.
is under attack.
Weaver, no BKB, 30 seconds cooldown. No Shaman wards.
Tier 3 is going to drop
Radiant's
here.
middle tower is
Looking to make a
fallen.
statement. You don't make the damage. They've got the top on the island. Here's the shadow. The absolute going to be forced to the buyback. Time to be popped by Puppey. Oh boy,
Radiant's middle barracks are
2
under
seconds
attack.
without this Weaver, and it's looking like the hopes are starting to go away. They've got the heroes up into the air onto the Monkey King who threw down the Wukong command. They've also got the Aether, and so even though he's got the circle out, he's controlled and he is in some trouble. Aether shot thrown from YapzOr, but it's not going to be enough to really deter the side of IG. They've got the sides coming in from Emo once again. They look over YapzOr, just bought back the BG by flyfly. Also comes in, and that's going to hit with a
Radiant's
monster.
middle
Gonna get killed in
barracks
the
are
shadow.
under attack.
Coming in too. Emo who's into the dissimulate, trying to dominate.
IG will 2-0 upset Secret, and they will move on to tomorrow with a
Dire
performance
As they take this series easily.
Can't believe they
Wow.
wow. Secret. Absolute massacre, both teams. This game looked so good for Secret, and suddenly just all fell apart when this Phantom Lancer came online with the diffuser blade.